Right, well, I'm Blood Bowl Grud. This is the first time I've attempted to record a game. I'm playing in the LBBL, which is the Leicester Blood Bowl League. In the LBBL, and I'm playing against Snake Eyes Gary. Snake Eyes Gary has just messaged me to find out if it's going to be on Twitch. So, yeah, unfortunately, what I will do is I'll just log in to a bit of Facebook. And I'm not sure if you can actually see this or not. I suppose, really, I should be using my phone. So what I will do is I will use my phone. You might be able to tell that the idea of Twitch is probably going to be a bit smoother than me playing on Twitch. So let me just message him back. And I'm trying to say on Blood Bowl Grud, which I promise this will be the last disturbance. Things may pop up, things may not. So, as I said before, we're playing in the Leicester Blood Bowl League. I am the Flint Trop Orcs, which is a thrower build. 4 blitzers for Black Orcs, Jackie Moon the thrower, all based on the Will Ferrell film Semi-Pro. And he is the replacement's MKI. It's Snake Eyes Gary from the Leicester Blood Bowl League. I've got a slight team value deficit, so he'll be picking his inducements now, working out if he wants to spend any of his hard-earned cash. And what I will do is, I think it's about 60k difference. So he's got an ogre, and he's got some blitzers. He's got a move 9 catcher as well, which is slightly worrying. But what we'll do is we'll probably just take a Bloodwiser Babe. Hopefully, that will mean that if he does get lucky with the armor breaks, then I'll be able to sort things out. But I believe as it stands at the moment, Snake Eyes can't qualify, but I can. So I really need to avoid injury. That's what I really need more than anything else. So let's have a look. I've got 130k to spend, and I do have... Now you see, a mercenary troll is good, and it means, you know what, I don't want to spend the extra 50k for the extra skills. So what I'll do is I will take the mercenary troll, because it means that I can have somebody up front, high up on the line of scrimmage, and I honestly don't mind if he gets pounded.
I know I have.
So fingers crossed. Now this always takes a little while when it loads up. I must apologise, but Blood Bowl always needs a bit of tea. I've got my tea. I've got some water for when my tea runs out and goes cold. And as you know, it's my first go on Twitch, so we'll have to see how it goes. Human teams can be a bit awkward to play against, because you never know what they are going to throw up at you. Flint Trop Orcs, as I said. Now, normally I would make you sit through this, because I do quite like the lineup, throwing of the coin and stuff. But as we're on Twitch, and I'm not exactly sure how long you're here for, if at all, then we'll skip through this bit. Now, he could put his ogre on the line of scrimmage, but I will probably... Well, I'm going to receive the ball. I've got the strength advantage with the Black Orcs, And the troll means that hopefully I can get a bit of SPP and not have any fatalities. If you look at my Black Orcs, we've got Poopsie Double Day, who's got block, BB Ellis, who's injured. I think that's just a niggling. Vakidis, who's got block, but you'll notice that BB Ellis and Father Pat the Ref are both on 5 SPP, so I need them to pummel some people just so that I can try and get block on them before the quarterfinals. You'll also notice that this can happen with Orc builds, and 2 of my blitzers are on 28 and 29 SPP, and the other one's on 5 and one's on 0. Nobody's died, they're not replacement blitzers, but they can hoover up quite a bit of the SPP, so it's something to watch out for. And I've tried desperately to move the SPP round, but if the ball's loose and the thrower doesn't have it, you really want it in the hands of blitzer because of that block, and the lack of edge on the Black Orcs means that they're not your best scoring option, really. And I'm pretty certain with this build as well that, yeah, Richard Pepperfield, he is a... Yeah, you can see my 3 linemen between them have got 2 SPP. Lou Redwood, I think he actually had 5 SPP. Let's move that up a bit like that. But he ended up getting pummeled and killed last game, which wasn't good. It was a win, but when you play as die, you can't get too attached to them. You can try and appo them if they're worth it. But there are a few, like although BB Ellis has got 5 SPP, he's got a niggling injury, so the chances are I'm not going to try and replace him, even if he did get killed. Now, let's have a look at his setup. If this is what he sticks with, he's got, yeah, a couple of linemen there. Let's have a look. Blitzer, thrower, blitz, blodging. So his blitzers do seem to have hoovered up quite a lot, and then he's got his catcher and his thrower at the back. He'll be kicking to me. So let's put Jackie Moon in the middle. We'll put the slightly more potent blitzers on the outside. We'll have him in the middle. And yeah, even if they get a blitz result, they're probably not going to come that far up the pitch, and I don't think any of them have got kick either.
I've played on this pitch before, Jim.
So hopefully... Oh, extra reroll. You've always got to like that. So yeah, I'm on 4 rerolls and he's on 3. It's quite close to the line of scrimmage. The extra reroll is handy, certainly. Let's have a look. So... Oh... Right, I'm just going to put him line of scrimmage wise so that we can attempt to get a 2 dice block. Let's see whether we can get anything decent there. Right, that is very close to the line of scrimmage. So I think... we're just going to go for that one. See whether we can put him on his backside. Always hesitate slightly, hoping for something a bit more exciting than that. Right, we will... Yeah. Move the blitzers up here. Oh, it would have to happen. Now, I suppose I really shouldn't use a reroll this early, but I want to try and secure the ball a bit more, so potentially I shouldn't have done that. Now, the one problem I've got with Orcs is I always get a sweat on when I'm attempting to pick up the ball. Let's have a look. So...
Jim, did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob? Why?
Right.
Question of what the fans are looking at. Who would you
Do I
rather
go
look
for the
at?
pickup? It's going to be a 2 dice. Yeah, let's just go big guy on big guy. I quite like that. Oh. Couldn't see the fact that there was 2. So, yeah, follow up with the expendable troll. Right. Let's have a look. He's messaged me to say that he can't see it on Twitch. So let's have a look. We're going to... Oh. As I said, technology is not the forte that I wish it was. I've used my reroll, so it's going to be a turnover. Right. Just going to see if I can find it on Twitch. So he's messaged me. At least I can hear the... Right, let's have a look. At least I can hear what's going on in the distance. Yep, he's fronting up to the line of scrimmage. I suppose he's accepted the fact that if he takes me out, he takes me out. And with the 4 human blitzers and the ogre, it could well prove to be quite a brutal game. Games like this quite often depend on literally the armour. If he gets lucky, then it should hopefully mean that, you know, perhaps I get a stun or a couple of KOs. If I get lucky, hopefully all of his players will die. Which may seem a bit harsh, but I need the SPP. Now he could well knock me onto the ball and see where it scatters. Oh, and he is as well. That has done me a bit of a favour, because it could well have scattered right in front of him. His catcher with move 9, which is just a scary amount of movement, has nerves of steel. So even if I get tackle zones on the ball, it's not going to affect it that much. But my Blitzer Coffee Black, named after a character from Semi-Pro, played by Andre 3000, is he does have sure hands. So if it stays a bit like this down there, I need to cover the ball, and I will also have to choose between Jackie Moon, the Orc thrower, and see whether I'm going to throw it down the pitch, attempt to move some blitzers in or around, or whether I just give it to the blitzer and hope that he can stay on his feet. They've both got block, so he's going to make me pound him next turn. Let's have a look at this. So he's got 5, which is quite a lot. Yeah, he's got a bit of guard going on there and a bit of block, and it's actually... Oh, so he's got a couple of hardcore blitzers down here.
The thing about Blood Bowl
So
is how it brings everyone together in a common joy of death. You have orcs,
So I do
dwarves,
honestly think...
and even beastmen sharing the delightful violence in the same stadium, and all desperate to see some shredding death.
Try and pound him. Let's hope we get something. Come on. Oh, stun. So the Edge 4 Blitzer is in no man's land. I think what we'll do is we'll move him around there to try and discourage any shenanigans. We will move Monix. So he's got block. He doesn't have block. So I think what we'll do is we will move Monix round. So we've got a bit of an option. This is the thing with Orcs. I always get slightly anxious before picking the ball up. It is early days. So... Oh.
We can always count on black orcs to inflict damage on the opposing team.
That
Marvelous. Let's start as
was quite handy, because that... Yeah, it means that if he stays on the pitch, he will level up. Right, that is all. Right, there's a lot of block and blodge and guard and stuff on that line.
There's 2 big guys is always...
I'm thinking that I can move through. I can potentially tie up a couple of them with him. Don't particularly like my Black Orcs basing his blitzers. But you never know. And right, stun, which is good. So that's 1 dice against blodge. Right, it's unlikely the ogre's going to dodge, and because that line of blocks has gone my way, I'll put him there. I will stay just to add another tackle zone on the ogre. Another stun is lucky. Right. Come on, Jackie, you can pick this up.
Just try dishing out a few whacks.
No. And that, this chap here, Walter Cochrane, that is his Edge 4 Blitzer. So he doesn't have nerves of steel, but he could, with a fair wind in his sails, pick it up. So he'd have to dodge, pick it up, dodge, then run. So he does have a scoring opportunity, because Orcs can't pick up the ball. I don't know whether it's just my experience, but Orcs, I just get a sweat on. I really do. And I can't fault him. He's got a re-roll, so it's 50-50, 50-50, and then 66. So just over slightly half. You know, I'm no expert at this game. I do enjoy playing it. I tweeted recently that I'm always the bridesmaid. I'm no stranger to getting into quarter-final matches, but quite often I just can't proceed past that. So I think he's manoeuvring now, and then he will be leaving till the end. The dodge, pick up, dodge. He's made his bonehead, which is always a shame. But that's the drawback of big guys. The reason for taking the Troll Mercenary is, A, it's a player less that I've got to lose for the next round. But I always used to take a Troll on my main team. But it just became a bit of a liability. So he's doing the dodge, the pick. Right. So he'll re-roll it, and then he's got to make another dodge. So I'm going to have to spend this turn attempting to manoeuvre around him. Right. So, just typing a message, you know, he's saying he really felt that he should have got that one. So, let's see what I can do. Right, I think we'll just put a Black Orc next to him. We will...
The ball is currently secure, but now they must grab it.
Right, so that...
This ball is a dangerous ball.
Yeah, and he's just saying it'll slow us down, and it will slow us down quite a bit. So he's got a 67% chance of picking it up. Who have we got here? We've got... Right. What's he got? Let's have a think. It's all going against us with that bad boy. So it's turn 3.
He didn't see the opponents around him.
I'm going through these re-rolls. Like nobody's business. So
He'll get an assist now. Wuss.
right.
Yes, they've picked up the ball. Whoopie-dee-doo.
If I move away and it scatters wrong, I think I'm going to have to leave him there. Right, let's try and nail that thrower. Right, follow.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot day.
Lineman. Let's see. Moving the troll forward so he's in a bit more. Right. A few more SPP on the... Oh, groin strain from a troll. That's not what we need. Well, it's what I need, but he's using his Apo. Trying to keep him on the pitch. He still ended up with a gouged eye. So although it looked like the troll hit him in the nuts, it actually hit him in the eyeball. Both balls, I suppose. Oh, so that puts him on 2 SPP. Oh, and it's the mercenary troll. I got all excited then. Not having them on the pitch is one thing. Right. Right. So they took each other out, which isn't too bad. But it does mean I could really do with... Yeah, he'd prefer a gouged eye than a groin strain from a troll. So he's standing up. We've still got that Edge 4 Blitzer and the Mighty Blow Blitzer as well down in my half. He's on his turn 3. He's 2 down with 1 reserve. So at the moment I've got the numbers advantage. I've got Lou Redwood and somebody else in the reserves box. Dewey's Bear Handler. If you haven't seen Semi-Pro, it's a terrible film. It's absolutely terrible. But there are bits in it that are awesome. So if you want something where you can leave your brain at the door, it's worth watching. Let's have a look. So his ogre is up. He is... Yeah, I think he's... Is he going to just get around the back? Probably a last move thing, to be honest.
On balance, I prefer the pass.
You might be able to tell from my lack of faith in Orcs picking up the ball, holding the ball, or doing anything with the ball, that I've been burnt so many times. I think it's taking AV9 for granted, to be honest. I love the Orc team. It's most of the teams in Blood Bowl are quite well balanced. But the AV4, did you see that? AV4. But things seem to be heading in the right direction at least. But scoring would be good. I would really like to get on the scoreboard. So he's pushed my Black Orc to one side. To be honest, I really shouldn't say this in case Gaz is watching the stream on Twitch, but I'm probably, or am I double bluffing, going to side cage. A good old side cage. If I can keep enough of his players occupied in the middle of the pitch, then a side cage should be fine. But otherwise, we'll just have to see whether or not I've got the turns. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So I've got 5 turns left to side cage it. This is, I'm not sure if you can see Harry, he's in the background, looking for something. So if I get the opportunity, I'll side cage. A lot of it will depend whether I can make a bit of space down the... Oh, he's about to run out of time. So he is... Right, let's have a look. Right, first things first, we need to move the ball. So... that is going to be quite straightforward. That.
Cards. I'm getting bored. Hey, who knows the rules for nerdlings in the closet?
Right. I think... that's it. We just need to actually bash him out of the way. Move one, a stun. We like that. Right. Move two. Who is that? That's his thrower. Would have been nice to have a go at his thrower, but never mind. So let's have a look at what's going on. I'm not going to risk any blocks until I have moved, because that would just be asking for trouble. I think we're going to keep it safe. We've got 5 turns. I don't want to risk any. Go for it. They'll be exposed on the side, but let's have a look here. Right, Black Orc. He really wants to punch somebody in the face, but it's all 2 dice uphill. Yeah, we won't worry about re-rolling that.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
It's tied up some of his players. Hopefully that'll mean I'll get a run up. I mean, he's 2 injuries down. He's got the stun. So that's 8 players, which is kind of good. Always slightly nervous when that animation kicks in. Right, so tea's almost run out, and halfway through the first half, and we are quite cold with the tea. Let's have a look. Yeah, moving it round, of course. That movement 9 catcher. Be nice to blitz him at some point. It really would. What does he have? So he's dodging. Nose of Steel, catch. According to the picture, he's only got 1 eye for Orlando Jones. Yeah. So you're going to put a tackle. If he puts a tackle zone on him, I suppose I can blitz. But if he blitzes, there's a chance he'll knock the ball out. Let's have a look. And then throwing some bodies in front. Trying to slow me down. Let's have a look. Skull re-rolled to a push. That was handy for me.
But they've wisely decided not to.
Let's have a look. Yep, he's got the niggling injury.
Put pressure on the ball.
Now it's the blitz. Now it's the big old blitz. I mean, he's had to use one of his re-rolls. If he avoids a 1, the blitz is on, which he has done. The blitz is... oh, it's good. Now, where is this ball going to scatter to? Oh! straight into the hands of Scootsy Doubleday. So that was lucky. The ogre punching Father Pat the ref right in the mouth is less than lucky. So Father Pat is injured. No long-term effect. I think I'm going to skip that, to be honest. Not a big fan. But I suppose the only thing he's got left to do is dodge. And he's only got to dodge away from the blitzer. It's not like the mighty blow troll is going to get a pop at him. So there is that catcher. That catcher looks mighty fine. So what we'll do is, I mean, it looked like old Andre Jackson was going to go for some big run, got a tackle zone. Let's have a look. So that is BB Alice, and if he blitzes, right, let's have a look. So what do we have? Right, got Black Orc there. We have got... Right, he's going there, because then he can assist in that block. Hey... He's going there.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
I don't want to use the re-roll. Can he get there? Right, let's just do it.
Ah, at least they have teammates around them.
At the moment, it's looking a lot more important to score than anything else. Right, who have we got? Oh, the troll is by himself. So I think I'm going to put the blitzer in the middle. Put him there. Him there. And then if this is a cheeky 2 dice.
Together.
I'm going to stay, because then that was very handy indeed. Right, and turn. We'll see what's going on. Yep, I'm literally gibbering through a Blood Bowl match. My name's Blood Bowl Grud. I've played a bit of Blood Bowl face to face. But since the lockdown started, I work for the NHS and I've just found that Blood Bowl 2 helps take my mind off it. I run a league for some friends of mine. I'm in a league with some other friends of mine. I'm in a league with a few friends and a part of other excellent Blood Bowl players from Leicester in the Leicester Blood Bowl League. So I'll hopefully be on Twitch doing a bit of this every now and again. And this is me attempting to use technology. Slightly confusing, but I do enjoy the challenge of attempting to do Blood Bowl stuff on... I've done a few videos on YouTube, which you can find at Blood Bowl Grud. I'm on Twitch now at Blood Bowl Grud. Can you guess what I'm on Twitter as? Yeah, it's not the Brenda one. That's at the weekend. That's Blood Bowl Grud as well. And I've just found that it is an excellent distraction from all this lockdown pandemic-y stuff. And I was going to play Snake Eyes Gary or Gazman84 at the weekend, but it meant that I've had something to look forward to this week. I think I've got another match at the weekend, which is going to be very bizarre. Playing an undead team against a top of the league Lizardmen team. Sorry, no, I'm undead, and it's an Underworld Denizens team that is top of our league. And he recently beat a Lizard team 3-0 with Underworld Denizens and injured 2 of the Saurus. So, yeah, I'm slightly worried about that one. So I might try and get a practice match in. Now, Gaz has double skulled and then a push and a skull. So he's used his last reroll. He's halfway through the second half. So nobody quite knows when the double skull is going to happen. But that has helped me out greatly. It also means that the tackle zones... Oh, he was cheeky and he's done it. That's not his catcher punching me in the face, is it? No, it's Shane Falco. So, good old Shane has put that Black Orc on his arse. And he's still got, that bloody Edge4 blitzers running around. And then, of course, towards the middle of the pitch, he can cause a bit of aggro with his Ogre and remaining blitzer. So, I mean, if I go for it twice, I can attempt to score. So I think what I'll have to do is go safely, throw what I can up the pitch, see what happens. That's probably when I needed it most. Yeah, and Bonehead without the rerolls. Dodgy elven BS from a human team. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, spicy. So that means he's going to move up. He's going to put that tackle zone on my ball carrier. And that means that I'm rolling some dice. I don't particularly want to. Right, so we'll stand him up. We will... What are we going to do? We're going to move him there. So, let's work out what I need to do. I'm going to move him forward, just in case.
Smells like a good
I
old-fashioned fight.
am going to... No, I don't want to dodge, do I? So really what I need to do is try
This player likes to be well assisted in fight.
and pound him out of the way.
Obstacle for the ball carrier. Good stuff.
So that's that one. He needs to go there. It's all a bit exposed over here. Let's have a look. Who do we have there? So he's going to throw tackle zone up there. Right. I think... So who's that? He's a blitzer. I think... right, we're going to go for it. I'm not a massive fan of stalling. I know it's a tactic. I know that you can win games through stalling. If this was a quarter-final or something like that, then I would probably be a lot more likely to stall. But at the moment, I believe, fingers crossed, that I have qualified, and stalling is just quite annoying when people do it. So let's have a look at what kind of defensive line I want to have. I think we'll take Jackie Moon off for now. He does have that movement 9 catcher, doesn't he? So potentially... I've got 2 turns left. Oh no, where's he gone? So we've got a bit of stopping power. Yeah, that'll do. Got bit on the line of scrimmage. Essentially expendable players. I've moved Jackie Moon off the pitch because the chances of me getting the ball and throwing are not that brilliant. And having the throwing game as an option is good, but as Orcs, it's potentially not as good as it should be. The blitz result could only come my way. I'm not going to risk anything against a team with a movement 9 catcher just on the off chance that I manage to roll the blitz result. I've done that before. Blitz is the one that you always like but never want to see for the opponent getting it. So hopefully I can just ride out this first half. I'll have a numbers advantage, so we'll just have to hope that I can hold on for the win or even get some form of turnover in the second half and do something quite exciting. I don't have kick either, so we'll risk it for a biscuit and go a couple more towards his touchdown line. See whether it goes deep. Oh, baby Alice. What have we got?
Today's player is tomorrow's necromancer fodder.
So, he's leveled up and he's just been killed by a rock.
That looks painful.
That was not brilliant. Yeah, dead from a rock. This is one of the few frustrating things with Blood Bowl 2. It did say he'd join the substitutes. We'll have to see whether he does join us in the second half. Like I've said before, I think that I should be okay. Being 2 Black Orcs down in an earlier game in the season or a must-win game or a knockout game would be a nightmare. Because it's just nice to have that strength for reliability. But you know, right,
Really?
linemen. Now, I was explaining before about my fear of orc armour. Sometimes it's amazing and it just doesn't break. But we've all had those games where I played one a little while ago and played some Dark Elves. I lost 2 or 3 players, and I think I stunned 2 or 3 of his. That's about 60 blocks. It was just nothing happened. I don't know who'd made their armour for them, but it was ridiculously amazing. So he does have 3 turns to run down. Hopefully, the Orcs have got enough left in the tank to prevent a walkover. But we shall have to wait and see. Now, I mean, he's got no rerolls left. He's picking the ball up. Sure hands, and he's failed. I know that feeling, Gary. I know that feeling far too well, as you saw in the first half. Right, so he has run up the side with a lineman. He has... Let's have a look. We need to stand him up. Got a message. Ouch. Oh, man. No, I agree. It's always bizarre when you're relying on somebody to do something and it's just not going to happen. Now, there is that catcher.
Come on, guys. Team spirit is the key. Well, except...
I thought for a minute, I got all excited. Follow. Right, I'm going to throw the remaining Black Orc there. They don't have the ball yet, and I'm not sure if they've got enough to tie me up really, really badly. Let's see what's going on here.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
Yeah, let's go this way. We will follow. More SPP for the mercenary troll. It's just typical. And to be honest, I think I'm going to leave it there. I've tied up the player there. I got a bit greedy. Perhaps I should have blitzed the one in my half and left the catcher alone. But that movement 9 strength 2 catcher is... when I've got Black Orcs, I just can't resist it. I need to... and I've left him out alone. It is one of my remaining Black Orcs. The 2 on the pitch are the 2 with block. So I suppose that's slightly better than nothing. Oh, he's ganging up on me line Orc. Oh, Dewey's bear handler. He could be about to get some. Yeah, we've got a little dodgy catcher there. Running up. There's a lot of them running down this flank. Running down my left. And... Elven BS. So, I mean, he can catch him with a go for it. But going for it with a Black Orc is not necessarily the greatest tactic of all time. And once again, he's still got to pick that ball up. The thrower, there's 2 throws around the ball. They've both got sure hands. So he's going to be leaving that to the end.
This is going to be decisive.
Of course. So we'll just have to wait and see. A little bit disappointing that it's the mercenary troll that's got all the SPP. Makes me wish I'd bought a troll at the beginning, but it's been quite a good run without a troll. And is he going to break my troll? Is he? No, I don't like those troll buttocks that appear when they get punched. Don't know what it is. I'm not trollist, but To be honest, if he was on my team, I'd buy him some pants that fitted. I would make sure he had pants. I would make sure they fitted. Job's a good one. He's going for this pickup roll again. Oh, we forgot to batter the bear handler, which is done with aplomb. Could really do that's good without a stun.
They must have glue on their fingers.
Right, so he's doing it.
They shot that ball out of their hand like a cannonball from a lead gun.
Right, let me just message my colleague. Yeah, Snake Eyes again. If you look at the bottom of the screen, you can see that the pass was a 1 followed by a 1. Which, Snake Eyes Gary. So he is going to have... Right, he is going to go there. So movement 9 catcher can... Right, what have we got going on? Oh, right. So he needs to come across for no particular bleeding reason, except for the fact he's being a bit lazy. Hey, I think we're just going to whack another tackle zone down there. We will... Now it's the catcher with nerves of steel. So where's the other? So there's the other thrower. So do I blitz? Right. He's going to go there. He is... what's he on? He is going to go there. I think we'll stand the troll up.
They'll need to scoop up that ball quickly.
I've seen mushrooms that look smarter than that.
Let's just try and punch him away. Yeah, that'll do. Punch him towards the Black Orc. And then what do we have left? I am going to go for it, because it means that there's at least 2 tackle zones. Might as well follow up. Yeah. So it's his last turn. Hopefully I've done enough to stop the score. Like I said, I don't know if it's coming across that I'm nervous. What is that catcher's name? Orlando Jones, the one-eyed wonder of the replacements MKI. Slightly nervous of him. He will get a good round of pounding me in the face. And what are we on? Yep, 3 injuries. So, hopefully, we'll hold out. And then he gets to run at me for another half. I think this time I'll have a look at how I set my defence up. It's going to be difficult to stop him. And I'm wondering... Oh. I'm wondering if that Black Orc recovers. Because it did say he would join the substitutes. But on the other hand, he's ended up in the injured box. So I could really do with... So I am 1 player down. Taking into account my subs.
imagine
and
that
I
in their
think
dreams
he
at least.
is
Win.
3 players down.
2
No,
players
2
down
players
is
down
hard to
because of
come
his
back
subs.
from. He'll need some subs.
Let's have a look.
They kick the ball to the opponents. Now it's time to think defensively.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, one of my Black Orcs has come back. Let's put Poopsie Doubleday in the middle. Who have we got here? We've got Monix. We've got Scootsy Doubleday. In fact, let's move him. In fact, no, I'm going to defend a bit deep. I've been criticised for... Gaz has just said he feels Nuffler's against him, and I can't fault that comment at all. Snake Eyes a couple of times, quite a few skulls, a few key blocks that a block would have been good, have gone kind of skull and push. We all get those games, and his armour, considering I think it's pretty much 8 all round, has not gone well for him. So here's for some better dice, but me not losing. Hopefully Gaz gets better dice later on in the game, but I really hope I don't lose. So let's have a look at this. What do we have? So he's going for a big offensive lump of people in the middle. Right. To be honest, I'm just going to chuck it at his thrower. Hopefully it'll go deep. A nice, harmless kick-off result. Pleasant weather. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice weather. Perfect Blood Bowl weather, as they say. This is what I wanted slightly earlier on, because I wanted him to have to go and fetch the ball. So a bit of blocking and go and get it. But, you know, better than nothing. It's on the side, so whether or not I can kind of... I wanted to come up with, you know, a cooler phrase like horns of the buffalo. Although I have noticed while I'm talking, he is just taking it in turns to punch my orc lineman in the face, which is not that pleasant, young Gary. So they're now on the backs. Yeah. He's going to do the ogre last, I would assume. Just from that lack of ability to re-roll properly. He's done exactly what I do quite often, which is stick somebody in front of the ball because I have no faith in my player's ability to pick it up. Let's have a look. So, yeah, one of his sure hands throwers will be going for it. Big punch in the head. And are we going to see the troll's butt? Let's have a look. Oh, he's making me wait. Oh, troll butt. It's just not pleasant. Let's have a look. He's got a couple of people to move on the line of scrimmage. I've got nobody basing any of his. So...
yeah, I would have gone for them as well. They have Bob's seal of approval.
Let's have a look. I think, to be honest, I'll probably just whack the lineman and the troll back in the middle of the pitch. We'll see what's going on. He's got quite a handy side cage going on, and if he manages to break out, I'm not a massive fan of that. And, you know, I've got a... 1-player advantage, I think? 2-player advantage? The maths has upset me slightly when it showed 2 dead and injured at the start of the second half, but now there's only 1. I knew where I was with 1 dead and injured. So in fact, I've got 11 players. He has got 9. No messing about. Let's sort that side cage out. So let's have a look. One of the things I do quite like is the whole Facebook group thing, because it means, right, so I need to stand him up, put him there, so we've got somebody next to the troll, and hopefully, really stupid, there is no point. Let's stand him up. Who do we have coming down the flank? We've got a lineman and a blitzer. Now the blitzer's only got block, and he has got block, and he has got block. So he's going there. He is going here. You know what? I am going to throw Black Orc there. There's no point chasing that ball just yet.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good.
No, nothing too exciting. Yeah, dodgy little lineman. I don't want you running away, taking advantage. Let's get Jackie Moon over there a bit. So he does have the ball. I don't think I've overcommitted too much, because I don't think he can mark me enough to stop me from
Getting up close and personal.
running.
You need to be close.
That's a big run old Orlando Jones can make. Is it a big ogre punch in the face? I think no. Yeah, he wants to, doesn't he? That ogre wants to punch that lion orc as hard as he can. Right. Let's see how we're going. Yes, he's switching the play. So what I will attempt to do is move the Black Orcs more central if he's switching that way. But there are a couple of players here, so he's keeping his options open, which
to assist their teammate.
I'm not a fan of.
They're gathering around that lone player.
Not a fan of that either. Punching me poor blitzers in the face and getting a pow. Yeah, apart from that rock being thrown, the Orc armour has done us proud. Now, is he going to punch my Lion Orc in the mouth really hard with his ogre? I think he probably is. He could do a bit of dodging. But you just never know. You just never know, because the overwhelming urge to use a big guy to punch a lineman or a line orc or a line elf, punching line elves in the face, that is a beautiful thing. He is using his reroll. Oh, and it worked. I suppose, you know. Is it the inevitable? Yes, it is.
Because two big guys is always better than one.
How? Richard Pepperfield. Can't watch. I am watching. I'm not even going to...
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One.
Right.
But this time, no miracles.
So... Yeah. Right. So we need... That's nice. Bit of troll action. So who's that? That's a thrower. Alright, we've got 3 orcs on him.
This is going to be decisive.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
So, pushed him into the... Right. I'd really like to take him out.
Get punched above and below the belt
Right.
at the same time.
Phew. It's just throwing the cat amongst the pigeons here. Give us something nice. Right. We'll follow that up.
Twinkle toes there.
Right, let's move it over here. I think what we'll do is we will move. Yeah, we'll leave him in the middle. And leaves the ogre free to run around, but you know, he's got a couple of free players. I think I'm going to have to move some of the ones up that are deeper in my half up. Might leave me a bit exposed at the back, but quite protective of Jackie Moon, you see. He's just going to run round, isn't he? He's leaving his options open. I've got this blitzer here, and if I can put the right people on their arses, then potentially I can hassle the ball carrier. And once again, Orlando Jones. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to resist blocking you. Oh, the big troll block. Ogre block. Oh, he's killed him. He has killed him. He has killed him. He's killed him. He has killed him. Right, so what is going on over here? Right, so I cannot get... No, all I'm doing is pushing him in the way. I can't believe BB Ellis is dead. I have lost 2 or 3 Black Orcs, and you know, never a fan of losing Orcs at all. But alright, he's going to go there. Let's get a threat on. Yeah, threat, not sweat. Yeah, we've got the Black Orc in the middle. Stick the line on there.
That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
I'm going to fire him up. Yeah, in fact, whatever we'll put in there. Let's see whether or not we can get revenge for BB Ellis. And the answer is a resounding no. Yep, I think that'll do. Right, so I don't like dead orcs. Orcs are designed to punch people in the head. His ogre's boneheaded, which leaves that nice gap in the middle of the pitch for me. He's probably lying there feeling guilty about killing that Black Orc, to be honest. I know that I would feel very guilty. In fact, I would probably hand paint one of the opposition's teams and give him a big wad of cash if I killed a Black Orc blocker called BB Ellis. But that's just me, Gary. Nothing personal. So let's just double check. He's got one standing up in my half. His ogre is boneheaded. It's relatively entertaining. Let's see what's going on. Of course he dodged. That's good old Orlando Jones, isn't it? Orlando. You like the Bionic Man, Orlando Jones? You seem to be able to resist all of my best attempts to punch you in the head. I'm intrigued to see where this ball is going. Very intrigued indeed.
Likes to be well assisted.
He does like beating up my line orcs. And he's not made a break into my half yet, which we quite like. I suppose he could just knock out one of my blitzers. That'd work. That's a good enough tactic. Let's see what's going on. So he's got one free. He could try and use the lineman there, dodge out of the way, run, throw, chuck, but I would have a decent blitz at him. He's going down that flank. He's going for that Black Orc. Just one dead Black Orc is not enough. Let's see. Let's see what he does. I think he's trying to work it out as well. Yeah, he's going to go for that 2 dice on the Black Orc. See what happens.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
That's the problem of not having blodging Black Orcs. That's the kind of thing I dream about. Good old blodging Black Orcs. I think I had one once, and I just couldn't cope with it. It was far too exciting. Actually, kind of almost wanting people to hit him. To go, huh? He's got dodge as well. Right. So he has actually opened up a decent sized gap in the middle. He is knocking out a decent number of my players. So I'm now 5 players down. He's only 3. So let's see what we can do about that. He's got the surrounded one to move, and is he going to blitz Jackie Moon? That would seem quite despicable, but can't fault him.
That's it. Throw the ball in their face.
Oh, he's got Jackie. I don't like putting Jackie in the thick of it, and this is why. Right, let's have a look. So, let's... Right, let's have a look. So, we've got a... Right, so that's one of his gone down. Yeah, and the Apo's been used. So, I suddenly feel caught up against it. I think that he's knocked out and killed a total of 4 players in 3 turns. Now that'd be a stupid thing to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, we do quite like that though. So we'll go there. We will pull him round. Right, he needs to just stand up. If I go here, that is a 1 dice against the thrower. But if I go here, that is a... and he's going for it. Alright, let's do it.
Get next to the ball carrier so you can block him. And if that doesn't work, stab him in the face. It's a solid tactic. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you stop him from scoring.
Yeah, we'll leave a couple at the back. Let's see if that counts as a defensive line. So, turn 13. Things are not going my way as well this half as they were doing earlier on. So, he has not boneheaded this turn, and he's blitzing. He's got the double push, which is enough to free up one of his central blitzers, but not both of them. and the ogre, because the ogre, of course, if we knock the troll over, free up both central blitzers, all over me like a rash. So let's see what's going on. Bit of blitz on blitzer action. Yeah, perhaps not enough guard as I should have had. But you'll notice I don't say that during the first half. I mention the fact I've not got enough guard when I'm looking at the layout of the pitch, wishing I had a lot more guard. Hindsight is a marvellous thing. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, he's going to probably go for a bit of a side cage thing and leave the catcher at the back ready for the big 9-space run. So let's have a look. Oh, he's going to punch Jackie Moon in the face, which is, as soon as I lose a couple of players and Jackie Moon is on the pitch, I can't resist getting him involved in tackle zones and trying to give me the advantage in blocks. But the disadvantage is he gets punched in the face. And they pow him. And this is just going to hurt. There's no way around it. Now, where are you sending him? Just going to push that blitzer out of the way. A bit further down the sideline. Out of the... So out of base-to-base contact, which is relatively handy from a defensive point of view. I've been criticised in the past for having too many players down at the back. But if he manages to get it to the catcher, which he has done, Orlando Jones is... He can move for miles. That's what he can do. Who is this that's going to get... the ogre's blitzed. He's going to tie him up. Jones is going to run for miles. So, if I'm lucky, I'm going to get a 1 dice on him. I mean, he could... Yeah. Tie him up.
And another pride bites the dirt.
Going for those 2 dodges. Right. So, what are we doing? Right. So, he is just going to come down here. Not sure why he's not got the moves. He is... So, what are we doing?
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing and got straight to the maiming.
That would be blood. It's just war then. You can see that anytime at my house.
Can? Let's go there. Some defensive pressure gathering.
Right, let's have a look at what we can actually do. So he can go there. He can go there. He can go there. Right. So I think... That's what I think. Do you want to be a smart ass and go diagonally? So I want to go there. He can go boop boop. There.
Well,
right.
I had to retreat a little.
A couple of tackle zones. Right. And a bit of troll action.
Fists bigger than ham joints.
Stunned. That's not good. Freeing up the ogre, but Orlando Jones is there. And this is kind of where it gets interesting in Blood Bowl, or one of the places when you know that there's just a few dice rolls that dictate the outcome of the game. There'll be some blocking, there'll be some throwing of tackle zones onto various people, you know, block, blitz, or whatever. But
safety in numbers.
I mean, this is one of the dice rolls. A failure on a bonehead would be beautiful, if not that likely. It's only a 1. But he'll throw some tackle zones down. He's going to try and prevent me from getting enough dice to block successfully with. And I'm hopefully going to knock the ball out of the catcher's hands. But it might well come down to simply whether or not the catcher can dodge. If the catcher can dodge, it's fine. Gary's still got a reroll left. So, yeah, he's moving the human before the ogre, obviously, to avoid the bonehead. Bonehead doesn't lead to a turnover, but it's still just going to be awkward. So, I'm interested to see where the blitz is coming. Maybe he's just going to blitz 2 dice uphill. With the... Oh, that's fruity. Yeah. Because if he puts that blitzer on his ass, or even gets a push, he's in like Flynn. So, let's see what happens. So I'm relying on Scootsy Doubleday staying on his feet. He's using the blitzer, so it is dodge v dodge. Is he going to have to use that reroll? Probably, because it's use it. Oh, a pow just when he needed it. So I imagine, with the speed of Orcs, that's going to be a 1-1 draw then. I really didn't. Oh.
Here comes the ball, Jim.
Oh.
Probably, Jim. Although they'd be trying to kill the target with the ball as a missile.
Right. So, that I didn't see coming. So, he's my movement 5 blitzer as well. So, that ogre lineman. So, let's have a think. There is absolutely, really nothing that I can do except for attempting to pick it up. I can blitz. I mean, if I blitz there, it's 1 dice. If I blitz there, it's a 2 dice. If I blitz there, it's a 1 dice with a reroll. So, he needs to pick it up.
Quick and easy. Nothing to see here.
His blitzer can blitz him along the line. Do I want to stay in the... Oh, I don't know, really. Do I want to stay in the end zone? And... because if he hits me, I'll go out of bounds. Ball will bounce. Potentially good for him, potentially bad for him. But if he keeps hold of it, he's got 2 turns left. I'm going to come out the end zone. Don't know what I'm going to do exactly. But what are we going to do? I am going to... right, let's have a think. So he... Oh, what am I going to do? I could really do with getting some protection. So he's got edge 4 as well. Right. I'm going to attempt... Oh, that was nice. To put him there. Stay.
So long. Just one more step.
And then throw him... vaguely towards that player. And then... Right. Reroll. Come on, give us a break. No. No breaks at all. This is all quite scary. So, the ogre can't reach him. But the ogre can get involved. In fact, if I had to wish for a bonehead at any point during the game, I think it was going to be that one. Yeah, I mean, the movement 9 can reach him. It's whether or not Gary should actually just get bombs on seats. Is he going to try and blitz round
Especially if the ball holder goes down.
with the 0 SPP lineman? I think it's looking like the only option. And it's going to be a turn 16 scramble near my end zone. And I think this is going to be the one that decides it.
This could be a sack. I love it when that happens.
So that could have been worse.
That's it. Force them back and
Right, now, what TF do I do? So that blitzer is... I'm not going to get any support up there, am I? It's all slightly confusing and messy. I can stand a couple of people up, see whether or not that does anything. But his entire team is chasing me down. Right. So who's this? So that's a lineman, so he doesn't have block, so that's relatively good news. He's got a blitzer there. Who's this up here? Lineman. Right. So that's that.
Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
What do we have? I'm going to have to go for this 2 dice block and then potentially
Attacker has an assist.
blitz with the ball carrier. Because this is not where I want to be. Yeah, I'll follow. See what happens. We haven't got a stun, which is quite bad. Because this chap here is just up against it. So I'm going to have to blitz. If you didn't quite catch that, that was my assistant coach, Harry. That is, he's reminded me to blitz. Not that I would ever forget to blitz, but occasionally I do. Forget to blitz. Knocking him out is quite good, because that gives me a bit of running space. Not enough running space.
I'll run up the other side.
But, well, he's got 2 here, you see, Harry. You're live on the internet. So, let's go here. And here. And here. Right, he's fallen over. It's not the end of the world. I've got a re-roll. I could really do without the ball being loose, just for the sake of my nerves. Right, so big boy just coming down here, hopefully to stop any last turn shenanigans. He is going to stand up. He is going to punch that thrower.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
He goes there. Right. He could have done with that 2 SPP, and then for no particular reason I'm going to chuck Jackie Moon up there. Just because, I mean, I can live with the draw, which is nice. And there is always a chance in Blood Bowl, but I could really do without another death. Better GG the Gazman84. Just GG, unlucky in the TD zone. And with that, what's it called? What's it called when the ball bounces around? Scatter. Scatter. You'll also find that occasionally I can't remember what my own name is. So, yeah, he's going for the big blitz. There's always a chance that he could knock it out of his hands, blitz, pick up, go for it. I mean, Gaz is going to be against it without any re-rolls, but you never know. Little bit disappointed that there's 4 injury SPP. Oh, who have we got? Blitzer on Blitzer.
Well, the last time that happened, it took
So that'll be the block and the blitz. I think that's basically game over. Oh. Let's have a look. So, what have we got? Blitz, so we've got I don't know why I did that in the end. I had block, he didn't. Please don't hurt me. Right, well, hopefully you found that quite enjoyable. I've heard various beeping bits in the background. I've not got Twitch running on my computer at the minute, because I'm not sure, but maybe that means that people have been watching or not watching or enjoyed it or not enjoyed it. I think I probably need to get you to comment or like or follow or do something. I'm not really sure what I need to do. Back to the game. I'll give it a reroll. I'll change a 1 to a 5, which is quite good because I think that means that I can now afford a replacement for BB Alice. My remaining Black Orc, the one that's not dead, did get the MVP stuff, so that means I've got at least one player levelling up. Thank you very much to Gaz for the game. It'll have to be confirmed. Let's close it, and I do validate the game to say that there was no cheating or whatever. The wording in Blood Bowl is quite bizarre, as if you're going to say, no, he's a cheating get. Thanks, Gaz, and I'll catch you in a bit, and hopefully you've enjoyed this Twitch thing, and I'll see you soon. I'm Blood Bowl Grud. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch, and thanks for watching. Right, and now I have to go onto its Twitch itself and end what I'm doing. Have fun, and thanks for joining me. Bye.